Late 1800s, early 1900s, wolves were routinely killed in Yellowstone. 1926, the last wolf was killed in Yellowstone. 1974, gray wolf is listed as endangered. Recovery is mandated under the Endangered Species Act. 1975, the long process to restore wolves in Yellowstone begins. This is a reenactment of the last wolf in 1926 getting killed.
This is a public service announcement from Jellystone National Park and the National Wildlife Association. Wolves numbers 7, 9, and 10 will be released into Jellystone National Park to repopulate the wolf population. Please do not harm the wolves and don't touch the Charmin.
I agree with the repopulation of wolves in Jellystone Park.
Yeah.
Oh, I am on the fence because I am not as informed on the topic as I should be. So therefore, giving a vote for would waste a vote, as would giving a vote against. Hence my fence.
I agree with the repopulation of wolves in Yellowstone National Park because I believe the wolves should have never been eradicated in the first place because wolves deserve to live because they are animals.
I believe that wolves should be repopulated into Yellowstone National Park because that is their original habitat and we are considered the invasive species.
I'm a hunter in Jellystone National Park. I do not want the wolves back. I think that what will happen is the wolves being reintroduced, like in the future, in like 2004, when everyone's on their flying cars, they're gonna cut the permits for me and my hunting pals so that the wolves can eat the Yellowstone elk, you see? Now, when the wolves start eating the Yellowstone elk, and I can't be hunting no Yellowstone elk, now how do I put food on my table? How do I get that done? How do I feed my kids? So in 2004, now all of a sudden, you got all these wolves eating about 22 to 32 ungulates a year. Now that's up 200%. Now I know that's in the future and all, but now how am I gonna feed my kids? Keep them wolves out now.
I do not agree with the repopulation of wolves in Yellowstone National Park for many reasons. The first reason is my wife, Charlene, walks 2 miles to work every day down the main street. I would never want a wolf to attack her. The main important reason is my son, Eric, of 9 years old. He goes to middle school 2 blocks down the street, and there's been a wolf sighting. A little boy named Johnny 3 weeks ago was attacked. It was one of his best friends. We can't let this happen again.
Go wolves. Go be free. Go repopulate Yellowstone. Go do it.
The introduction of wolves
Go
in
get it
Yellowstone
done.
National Park harmed tourism, agriculture, and land management in many different ways.
Agricultural of Yellowstone National Park is that it helps the riparian areas have less erosion on the banks.
The population of wolves in Yellowstone actually will not benefit Yellowstone. Main reason because of tourism. Hikers to skiers will be scared because the wolves might be able to attack while they're on their vacation.
The year is 1995. Our farming industry is suffering a crucial loss due to the presence of the wolves. They are invading our farms and attacking our pigs and sheep. That's why we have to spend our money on fences instead of towards our crops.
So I agree with what he's saying. Lots of wolves are coming and they're destroying our crops, so we have to kill them in order to sustain our income.
Bears are affected by the eradication of wolves because the bears rely on the wolves to kill the prey because bears are not fast enough to catch their own prey. So that since the eradication of wolves, bears have had a harder time getting food. The pronghorn antelope benefited from the reintroduction of wolves in Yellowstone National Park because the wolves kill the coyotes, which would eat the pronghorn antelope. So in the long run, the wolves killing the coyotes help benefit the pronghorn antelope for a longer lifespan. Once again, there are now wolves in Yellowstone National Park, so please be careful if you plan on attending, for any reason, going to Yellowstone National Park. And please, do not harm the wolves. We are trying our best to repopulate.
Like the celebrity.